This is Venus Rising Show with your host Venus Vox on KMKR 99.9 FM. And next we're going to have an interview with my dear friend Sidhe.
I've been a ghost. I've been a god. I've been prisoner to my own mind, to my flesh and my blood. I have been floating in an ocean of tales that I tell to myself to define what is right and what's real. There are spaces so blank that I fill them with crank and with booze. There are times that I'm too paralyzed to escape from the few. And sometimes the ones who have wounded us most echo inside us long after they go. And I'm learning how to reclaim my own head. I've got the pieces, not all of them match. I've got things that I just can't let go, and those I can't get back. I have been running when it's safe to stay. I've been driving my own loved ones mad with this broken record I play. Oh, quit chasing your tail, repeating yourself, picking at wounds that should be left to heal. And you may stand still, but the past is gonna run you through. And everyone I know says, run, oh, run. Listen to your gut, you're a wild one. What the hell you doing? You should run, oh, run. You're living a fast love. What the hell you think? You should run, oh, run. Listen to your gut, you're a wild one. What the hell you doing? You should run, oh, run. You're living a fast love. What the hell you thinking?
How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. I moved into a new spot, and I'm really liking it. I got my own place, and there's a big area to garden in the backyard, and
Nice.
yeah, it's good. I'm just kind of trying to focus on projects because things are wild right now, and if I think too hard about that,
Yeah. Yeah. So some of the projects you're working on is doing more music, it looks like.
yeah, finally got an album out again.
Yes. So what's it called?
It's called Rough Night. I named it for, I don't know, kind of Germanic tradition of the 12 rough nights of winter.
And the wild hunt and all that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yes.
I think it said Rothnacht, and it roughly translates to rough night.
Wow.
I
Cool.
thought
No,
that was
I
beautiful.
appreciate that so much actually because, wintertime can be so hard to get through.
Yeah, this one's been extra difficult.
Yeah. And so, the other kinds of projects are working on your herbs, your herbalism. Is that what you're also doing, or?
Always. I was just straightening some tinctures actually earlier, and also just trying to do little mutual aid projects and working on a fundraiser for Mothers Against Meth Alliance out in Pine Ridge, South Dakota.
How did you get involved in that project?
Mama Julz, the founder of it, is a longtime friend, and she works with her community against the meth epidemic out there. She's an Oglala Lakota mama and grandma, and just a beautiful lady. So trying to help her get a new house right now because she does so much for her community.
One of the things that's really impressed me, seriously, Sheila, over the years is how active you are in social justice and doing stuff to support the people who are trying to make a difference. Can you tell me a little about that?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I kind of run my life based around kind of anarchist thought. Mm-hmm. So mutual aid is a big focus, and just stripping away the hierarchies that have brought us to the world that we're living in currently, which we all know isn't quite doing the trick.
Right. True that.
Whatever that takes. And so just kind of trying to equalize things between humans, protect the land and the water and the air. Mm-hmm. Those are big parts of my life. And my music, too.
Exactly. I was going to come back around to the music and ask you, are some of the songs that you put out in this latest release having to do with any themes around?
Well, I've lost a lot of friends this last year to heroin. So that's a big theme on there. So there are a few songs on there about them. I've got Solitude for my friend Kat, and Sappho Libs for my sister Yanthi. They're both young, homeless trans people. When you're in that situation, it's sometimes easier to numb out. Right. Because, I just believe really heavily in the destigmatization of addiction. Mm-hmm. I believe that almost everybody has one, whether it's to social media or codependency or whatever.
Absolutely. Good point.
A lot of beautiful people are in that situation. So I guess I'll inject a little Carrie Narcan plug in there. And if anybody listening happens to use heroin or any kind of opiates, have that on hand. Don't use alone. We need you. We love you.
solitude you saw. Lives in the breeze now.
So that's a really big theme. And then I've also got several songs about just the land, harm done against the land, especially out here in the Southwest. A lot of songs about Colorado and the watershed around there, the Animas River, and that feeds into the San Juan and Doneta. It's a big part of my heart, and it's gone through a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I can relate to that water and end up writing about that a lot.
I just really love your approach to music too. Your choice of instrumentation and how you write your melodies. I really appreciate all that.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And your banjo playing. Oh my God, girl. It sounds so good. I always did. But I mean, I was like, even listening this time, thinking, oh my God. I feel there's a maturity to it somehow. There's something, and I think, it goes back to the rough nights. Goes back to the rough nights, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That place of, mourning our friends who have gone, mourning the earth, what's happening to the earth. Also, I just feel like I have to try to find the hope somehow. That's so problematic in our world. It makes me feel like, where's the hope? It's like, am I being delusional? Is there hope? There is hope, right?
I think so. I think so. I mean, that's why I'm so keen on, if I'm going to be in a place and not just rambling around, can't really do that right now. I'm going to have a garden and take care of my community that way and grow my herbs and, work on just food sovereignty and creating more independent community around myself and with my friends, because that's really all we have at the end of the day. Nobody can represent us but us. Mm-hmm. Clearly, the people in power aren't interested in us.
Right.
So we have to be.
Yeah, but I was really wanting to make sure that I talked about your activism, the things that are important to you, like about helping this woman up, Julz, is that her name was, up in South Dakota, or where was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pine Ridge, South Dakota.
So have you been there?
I have, yeah. That's where we met, actually. I was out there for a little event around the Keystone XL pipeline, actually.
I thought you were up there for that.
Yeah, and well, not most of it, but I did go to a little thing put on by Deborah Whiteplume, who recently passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But she was awesome. Julz and I, we met back then, and she's just hilarious and wonderful, and just one of the boldest people I've ever met. She was one of the first people to lock down at Standing Rock.
Oh.
Wow. And she said, "Find your warrior spirit and get out here." That was her. That's Mama Julz. And I just want everybody to know how awesome she is.
Wow. Is there a place where people can go donate to that?
Yeah, we're setting up a GoFundMe right now. That should go live in a couple days, but we're just kind of working out the kinks. And I'm also organizing just little raffle things with craftspeople and artists, just to try and pour a little more into that, because her house is full of black mold right now, and that's she needs to be able to take care of herself so she can take care of her community. So want to pour back into her.
Because that's one of the things, when I put this on YouTube, I can put all these, any links that you might have. So if you want to send me any links that I could add to a YouTube thing, or and to the radio.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. I'll send the GoFundMe link as soon as it's live.
Okay.
If the mountain takes my life, just leave me where I lie. Lay me down on a rocky side. Just leave me where I lie. I love her in her glowing green cloak. Love her when rain is pouring. I love her in her winter coat and her silky shroud in the morning. Well, if the mountain takes my life, just leave me where I lie. Lay me down on a rocky side. Just leave me where I lie.
The political climate lately has been scary. It's been static, and that's led to a dramatic escalation in violence against any marginalized person. So, yeah, in a tangible way, it just looks like giving rides or bringing somebody some food or some medicine or sending like a big care package out to, like, I've sent a couple to Line 3 and a couple of organizations that support folks crossing the border or who have just like migrant communities. And that's been really fulfilling to just kind of step back into like a role that feels more sustainable and like I can come to the table with more skills rather than just that pure angst.
I hear what you're saying. That's really cool. That is so supportive, because you're right. There's just so much, there is so much violence going on right now to marginalized communities, and it's really overwhelming, I would say.
It is, and I'm seeing it really directly, just around me, just with, again, my friends that are on the street. Like, DV is way up right now because everybody's cooped up and it's harder to get away. It's just on all fronts. And these last 4 years, I mean, don't get me twisted. It's not all about Trump, and things aren't going to be better just because he's out like that. He's a manifestation of a colonial, patriarchal, white supremacist mentality, etc. He's just the embodiment of it. And I just hope that people aren't feeling too comfortable and pacified and going back to brunch right now.
Exactly. Yes.
Exactly. Well, and that's part of the point of my music too. I really don't want to do it as a career. I have a lot of qualms with monetizing my passions. And I have friends that are like, oh, Shida, why don't you come record a real recording in my studio? Or why don't you, pick an actual release date instead of dropping your music at 3:30 a.m. when nobody's awake? But for me, it's just important to just put it out there and have that, a lot of it is about agitating people and pointing out, I've got a song on there that's called Blood Spilling, or Blood on the Sand is what I write on my set list. But that is about the crisis going on at the fake colonial border near you. And,
oh, right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I just want people to be pissed and also to hold space for each other and, learn, just learn about things that might not impact you directly, but
they do.
Are still forming. Yeah, I mean, we're connected, all of us, and nobody's going to be free until we're all free, as wise, brilliant people of the past have said.
Exactly. And we need to stand together. I feel like you really do stuff that makes a difference. And I think that's one of the reasons why, you know, I'm always excited to hear what you're up to.
Thank you.
So we've been listening to an interview with Sidhe on the Venus Rising show with your host, Venus Vox. This is KMKR LP 99.9 FM. So definitely take a little trip over to Bandcamp and check out Sidhe's recording Rough Nights. And it's under Hel Sidhe Wyly, that's Hel. Sidhe, Sidhe, and Wyly is Wyly. And her CD is called Rough Nights. Go check it out.
With their enough to burn down the city. A little bit scruffy and a lot of it pretty. Just a baby of 23. And I know you didn't want to see it end up like that. Said you wanted to see just how weird it could get. But she loves making waves. She don't stick around to watch them crash. Oh dear girl, where have you gone? Well, some people get lost and they don't come back. Got a one-way ride out of Birmingham with a purple peacoat and a roll-rim hat, looking like the resurrection of the Bonnie gang. Well, she painted every town all the way to the coast. Gonna catch her train just to see where it goes. Made many a laugh before she gave up the ghost, like many a bright soul in New Orleans. Oh dear girl, what have you done? No, you don't want to see me mope around like a sad sack of shit. Find the nearest whatever and break it. The biggest duty to fight you can take it. She said quantum immortality, bitch, I'm just faking, I'm alive. What is time? I'm alive. And I know you didn't want to go out like that. Said you wanted to see just how weird it could get. But she loves making waves. She don't stick around to watch them crash. Oh dear girl, where have you gone? Oh dear girl, what have you done? I fucked up again, she said. I fucked up again. I